It's that time of year again. As fall sports season starts to wind down, excitement is at an all-time high. With a weekend packed full of championship matchups and exciting NJAC content you've been waiting for, we've got a lot to share with you today.
Men's soccer, Rowan's last football game of the season, men's basketball home opener, and who will be our Profs Huddle Player of the Week. All that coming right up.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Profs Huddle. I'm Micaiah Tinklenberg.
And I'm Autumn McCann-Daughtry. To start things off, men's soccer team took on Stockton in the NJAC championship matchup on November 8th. With home field advantage, can the Profs win their second NJAC title in 3 seasons? Let's find out. Rowan Profs against the Stockton Ospreys, another exciting battle of the birds. Rowan remained unbeaten in the conference play and went into the tournament ranked as the #1 seed. The Profs were able to take the ball up to the attack zone but weren't able to contribute to the scoring column just yet. A bit of a rough start for our Profs in the first half as Joseph Carbone sneaks up and scores for Stockton. By halftime, it's 1-0. Stockton is up, but it still remains anyone's game. A rough start is no match for Rowan's Emiliano Pavia as he shoots and scores, giving Rowan a fighting chance to claim its NJAC title. The Profs finally got their heads in the game as Jake Homowitz passes it to Ryan Cleary, and Cleary heads it into the goal. Cleary's goal ended up being the clinching goal, which gave the NJAC championship to Rowan. Congratulations to the Rowan men's soccer team for an outstanding season, remaining undefeated in the conference play, and now the NJAC champions up for the second time in 3 years. Congratulations. Ryan Cleary, who is our Prof Huddle Player of the Week, this 6'2" junior, co-captain of the men's soccer team, all-conference first team, had the game-winning goal in the semifinals and the finals of the NJAC tournament, and of course, he is an NJAC champion. Congratulations, Ryan, and well-deserved to you.
Last week, Rowan football defeated Kane University for their last home game of the season, honoring their 30 seniors with a pre-game ceremony. This win cements a historic season for the Profs, as with the new head coach Pat Ruley, they went undefeated on their home turf. With one last away game to wrap up their season, let's see how Rowan fared against William Patterson in their finale. It was a beautiful day in Waynes, New Jersey, as Rowan football is looking to secure one last win to cap off the season. The players are pumped for the grand finale, so let's jump into the highlights. At 5:20 in the first, Nunes Bakula IV gets a handoff from quarterback Matt Wellesley and rushes up the left side for 18 yards into the end zone to get the Profs on the board. Now keep an eye on Nunes as he is far from finished. William Patterson has the ball and Messiah McCray tries to find a pass, but the ball is intercepted by sophomore A.J. Riker, who tears down the right side for an impressive 39-yard gain before being forced out of bounds. Rowan now takes possession. Matt Wellesley has the ball, and with the opponent scrambling, he sails a pass to Shane Martin, who makes a clean catch in the end zone for the touchdown. The score is now 14-0. Moving on to the second quarter, Nunes Bakula again has the ball, and pushing through the middle, he dances his way 7 yards into the end zone, bringing the score up 21-0. At 3:56 remaining in the second quarter, William Patterson has the ball. Ramir Johnson gets the ball and tries to take it up to the right, but is forced down by A.J. Riker. The ball is then recovered by Joe Roccobaldo, who brings it up to the 27-yard line. With Rowan now having possession, Wellesley sends the ball to Michael Zorfati for 21 yards. The pass is complete, and after a bit of a scuffle, the Profs increase their lead to 28-0. At 55 seconds left in the third, Nunes Bakula again fights his way into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Now moving to the last quarter of Rowan's season, Matt Wellesley finds Shane Martin at the 41-yard line, who drives down into the center, bringing the ball 47 yards into the end zone. his second touchdown of the game. And that'll do it for Rowan's last game of the season against William Patterson, shutting them out 45-0. With a total of 290 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 14 first downs, you can definitely call this game a wallop and Wayne. This season, Rowan football secured themselves at 3rd place in the NJAC standings, finishing with a strong conference record of 4-2. With an overall tally of 6 wins and 4 losses, the Profs made the season one for the books, showcasing an incredible level of talent, resilience, and determination throughout their 2024 season.
The Rowan men's basketball home opener was nothing short of spectacular as the Profs soared to victory against Eastern University in a high-energy basketball showdown last Wednesday. The Profs left no doubt about their dominance on the court. Let's dive into the action. After Rowan dropped their first 2 games in the NYU Tip-Off Classic, the Profs really brought their A-game, showcasing teamwork, skill, and determination. Danny Fleming starts things off strong by plowing past Eastern's defense for the first basket. 12:29 to go in the first half. Connor Fleet pass is stolen by Taz Canty, and he takes it all the way and up for the layup he goes. Look at our Profs go. Over a minute later, Zubair Lee drives past Danny Fleming for a layup and lands it fair and square. Lee lines up and makes it. Darren Shearman tries to take the ball up to the court, and Khalif Mir swipes the ball right from him, runs up and feeds the ball to the basket. That takes us to halftime. Rowan holds a narrow lead, 32-28, but the momentum is clearly on our side. After a pass from Josh Harris over to Brian Jackson, he attempts to shoot the ball when it is smacked out of his hand by Danny Fleming and taken up the court by Taz Canty. And does he go for it? No, but he bounces it off the backboard and Danny Fleming swoops in and completes the basket. Jameer Spivey falls at the basket, but you can still count the bucket and for the and one. Chris McCarran dribbles the ball, passes it to freshman Damon Edwards, and Edwards drains a 3. And that Prof secures the first win of the season with the final score of 79-61 over the Eastern Eagles, and it looks like the Profs remain the better bird. The Profs' next game will be on November 26th versus Montclair State at 7:30 in their first NJAC matchup of the season.
The Rowan Profs, for the 4th consecutive year, are NJAC champions. For the 11th time in program history, the Profs win the NJAC championship and secure a berth in the NCAA championship tournament.
That was the winning moment where field hockey made history with its 4th consecutive NJAC championship. This team has been a force to be reckoned with, going 6-0 in their conference with a 15-7 overall. But what has been their defining factor in their success this season? Let's hear from Dan Terafay with an inside look at what's driving this unstoppable team.
Junior, captain, and now NJAC Defensive Player of the Year Tess Herman was a key contributor to this year's NJAC championship run. However, it seems as though chemistry and togetherness was the defining factor in their success.
This group was something unbelievable. We had a lot of young girls coming in, and being able to be a leader for them and being able to help this team get to where we ended up was so amazing. I feel like once we realized the spot we were in at the start of the season, we knew we wanted to win, we knew we wanted to work hard, we knew we wanted to get better, and we wanted to do it for ourselves, we wanted to do it for the team, we wanted to do it for Rowan field hockey. And I think that was just something so special with this team that I haven't had before. It was just the urge to win, the urge to want to get better, the urge to want to continue the legacy that we have. I'm really excited to continue what we started this year. I mean, we have almost everyone coming back. I think we're losing 3 or 4 girls, and we have a bunch of freshmen and transfers coming in. So I'm really excited to see what the team can do. I'm hoping that we can win a 5th NJAC, kind of go out with a bang, and maybe even make it to Final Four and win a national championship. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for.
Moving into the winter season of sports here on campus, I caught up with Nana Ajaman, team captain of the indoor track team, to see what the team has up their sleeve for this upcoming season. Nana Ajaman, senior at Rowan University, captain of the men's track and field team, allowed me to catch up with him and the team to see what they have going on for this upcoming indoor track season.
My name is Nana Ajaman. I'm a sprinter and jumper for the Rowan track and field men's team. I have 11 All-Americans and I have 1 national championship in the 4x4.
What are your personal goals for this upcoming season and how do you plan to achieve them?
Personal goals is really just to shock myself and just keep getting better. How do I plan on achieving them? By just having fun.
Can you share any specific skills or strategies you've been working on and off the field?
Really meditating. I feel like having a sound mind can help you athletically. So just really meditating, keeping myself grounded and keeping the main thing.
What are your expectations for the team's performance this year?
Expectation is national championship or bust. We've gotten so close, but haven't gotten there yet. How we plan on getting there is just keeping the team chemistry up, making sure that we're all tight unit and that we're all focused on the main thing.
How do you think the team has improved since last year?
Thankfully, from last year to this year, we only lost one or two athletes. So it's really the same team with a new freshman that's coming back. So it's nice to see that everybody just mesh, and then we just got to get the freshmen up to par, running to college track, and then we'll be rolling from then.
Are you excited for this upcoming season?
I'm super duper excited. We have national champions. We have national champions on this team. We have defending national champions coming back and everything. So it's just nice to see everybody defend their titles and try to regain a couple other titles that we lost.
With so many exciting games to cover and not a lot of time left in today's episode, let's take a bird's eye view into how our profs performed over the weekend away from the nest. On Friday, women's basketball opened their season in the Messiah Tip-Off Tournament. They came out hot, securing a 64-40 win against Salisbury University. Saturday was action-packed as both men's and women's cross-country battled in the NCAA Metro Regional. The women placed first of 26 teams, while the men secured a strong second-place finish. Women's soccer also had its first round in the NCAA tournament, ultimately falling 1-0 against the 7th seed Tufts. Also on Saturday, men's soccer, holding the NJAC regular season title and conference championship, had their first round match in the NCAA championship, but dropped it 3-0 to Vassar. This ended their season, winning the last 8 out of 9 matches. Women's basketball then challenged Messiah in the championship game of the tip-off. In the end, they lost 64-44, but will return next week, November 22nd, at Brooklyn College. And that's a wrap for this week's Profs Huddle. Thank you so much for tuning in on all the latest Rowan sports. We've got only one more episode to share with you before the semester ends, so make sure to see us then. Until next time, I'm Micaiah Tinklenberg.
And I'm Autumn McCann Daughtry. Good night, Glassboro.